What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACITV, man. Today, we DJ NLE Choppa reveals if he picked a side in the NBA Youngboy versus Lil Durk beef and speaks on King Von. Now listen, DJ Akademiks on his podcast, Off the Record, got to sit down with NLE Choppa. He dropped this a couple hours ago. So we gonna hear from Choppa himself about this whole situation because it got the whole industry talking right now. Let's get it.
Yo, it's interesting how that shit just got turned into that because all of a sudden, so we're all seeing the narrative. It's like, oh, that's because, you know what I mean? I see every Youngboy fan page where they're like, yo, that's because he said this under this one post.
Yeah.
So,
It wasn't even that, though.
Why did you say that, right?
You
So,
talking about on the Reese post.
yeah, so, like, again, I think I tweeted something and Reese was like, man, listen, man, these dudes ain't on no demon time shit, man. They just rapping, right? And you pretty much you commented under that to say, yo, I stamped that.
So I'm a piggyback off this, bro. At the end of the day, King Von, that was my brother, bro. Like King Von, like he was like a brother. He was the realest person I had in the industry, like as far industry wise. When he used to be on house arrest, and I used to hit him, bro. I was coming to him like when I used to get to Atlanta, yo, I need some pipes, I need some sticks out here, whatever. I'm coming to him, to his house. I'm pulling up. He used to have Asian in there, a few homeboys. They'd give me what I need. We'd kick it, chill, play 2K, whatever, to make him feel good while he was on house arrest, because he never liked being on house arrest. He hated this shit. Like, he really hated it. So I made sure, like, whenever I hit him, it was never like, all right, get what I'm getting and leave. I actually kicked it with bro and spent time with bro. Like, when I was first blowing up, before Von was even, before he dropped the what's the song? Crazy Story. Before he dropped Crazy Story, he was on tour with Durk, and they brought me out. It was a show in Philly, bro. And they brought me out and they embraced me. They showed love. They was the first people to show me love, bring me out on stage.
And here's the thing that a lot of people got to realize. You know, people throw around the word clicking up a lot in the industry, man. These niggas been locked in with each other. Von, I didn't know Von and Choppa was cool like that for that long, but I know like guys like Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, they've been locked in with Fredo Bang for years before they even blew up. So it's nothing new. These niggas been cool with each other.
And they embraced me. They showed love. They was the first people to show me.
But I do want to say this though. As far as NLE posting the I stamped that, I know, and I think I said this before, I know NLE meant well by that, but you could kind of see where it comes from, you know, picking the side. Von was his homeboy. That was his day one. And I know he meant well by it. He probably didn't mean it like, oh, I'm choosing your side on this. Maybe he just didn't agree with the dissing the dead part of it. Which I don't wanna like rant on it right now, though.
And they brought me out and they embraced me. They showed love. They was the first people to show me love, bring me out on stage, play my song, let me turn up with them. Like, that was the first time I ever felt that from any artist, and I was just blowing up. So I never forget stuff like that, and he always been a brother to me. I just feel like he's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when
now that part. This right here, I saw a little clip of this earlier, and I was waiting to say what I'm about to say until it got to this part, but here we go. I'm going to keep it a buck. Now, y'all know I don't pick sides. It ain't my beef. It's not your beef. We fans. But to give my personal opinion on that, Von's not here to defend his name. True. But look at this culture that we in hip-hop right now, at least for the last 10 years. The trend of dissing the dead is nothing new. His people did it. Everybody's continuing to do it. It's a trend that, yes, I believe should stop because the dead aren't here to defend themselves. And, you know, Von's not here to defend his name, but the same could be said for guys like Tuka, who hasn't been here for the last 10, 11, 12 years to defend his name. Let's keep it a buck on that. Like I said, I'm not picking sides. I'm stating facts right now. They're not here to defend their name. But it's like you can't get mad at Youngboy for saying what he said fully because he just doing what everybody else been doing. Shit, they been doing it. But because he the villain of the game, oh, we need to stop this on him. But who was saying it when other guys in the industry say it too all the time? They dead ops all the time. But I definitely, like I said, I know he meant well by it because, like I said, Von's not here to defend himself. But it's a toxic trend right now in hip hop that dissing the dead is so glorified, and it does need to stop.
Name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how shit happened. Like, he came to a person as a man, wanted to fight. He didn't come, bro. Cuz was a fucking, bro, he was dead, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself on feet by himself. He was dead.
That's facts.
But he chose one night, you know what I'm saying, to think shit was gonna be fair and got blowed down. But I'm not gonna lie, at the end of the day, it's never wrong. I never feel the situation was wrong because at the end of the day, bro was protecting his brand. Bro was protecting what was his. And bro was just doing what he felt was right. So it's never no wrong. I just feel like he's not here to protect his name. And that's
it's gonna be a long video, man. Cause I wanna get some stuff just off of my chest about the whole situation. Quando and Lil Tim, they did nothing wrong in that situation. For anybody that said, oh, well, Quando should have squared up, it all happened so fast on video. As far as, I don't know what Lil Tim was thinking, but as far as he knew, it was just some random nigga walking up to Quando. That's your meal ticket right there. You gonna let somebody touch him? Nah. What's the first thing you gonna do? If the roles were reversed and Quando came up to Von on that, I can guarantee you somebody in King Von's entourage would have popped Quando. That's just what it is. And you would want somebody like that on your team. If you say you wouldn't, you lying, you capping. You ain't gonna stand there and let your partner. It's what comes with this shit, man. It's what comes with it. Von wanted to square it 1-on-1, but it's like, it's the tragic part about it, man. I don't know.
And bro was just doing what he felt was right. So it's never no wrong. I just feel like he's not here to protect his name, and that's what fucks with me because I know him. I know him personally.
Do you feel like you should stay out of that? Because so this is my, I've been wondering, like, I think Youngboy and like his camp is seeing that there's sides being chosen in the industry, and the popular rappers rock with Durk. A lot of, he just went on tour with Baby. When we talk about like Meek, you hear Thug. A lot of those people, they're rocking in those circles. I've spoke to Youngboy personally, and his situation is like, wait, like, why people picking sides if that's some street stuff? Like, if we in music, why y'all gonna act differently? That's some street shit that happened. Why people gonna act differently, whatever. So I think
people gonna do that though. I mean,
but that's what he might look at what you said though.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, that's why balancement is not what it is. Like, people bringing the street shit to the entertainment shit because ain't nobody got no balance in their life. So it ain't gonna be like that. I'm really the only nigga that really just. A lot of people that got kids and stuff, those are the people that really had the most balancement because they can go with their kids and then entertainment, but at the same time, they still bring certain personal issues to the industry. So it never really be like that, but it wasn't never with me picking a side. Honestly, bro, I barely read what Lil Reese said. I barely really read what he said. I just know what he was saying was siding with my boy Von. If you would have asked me what Lil Reese tweeted, I wouldn't have been able to speak it word for word. I wouldn't have been able to tweet the whole tweet.
Akademiks breathing hard than a motherfucker in that mic. He hungry ass.
What Lil Reese tweeted, I wouldn't have been able to speak it word for word. I wouldn't have been able to tweet the whole tweet because at the end of the day, that wasn't the purpose behind it. Like, being on the side or just trying to be in some shit. It was just out the simple fact, like, bro don't be able to defend his name, and like, I just feel like with street stuff, if you did it, if that was your work, if you did all this and do that, speak freely of it, speak highly of it, you got every right to do it. That was your shit, that was your work, do it. But like, certain stuff be coming from outsiders and like that wasn't even there when certain shit happened. Like, I just don't respect that part of it.
The thing about it though, at the end of the day, we obviously seeing it. I say it all the time. The industry is divided. people rolling with certain people because they don't want to get on the bad side of certain people, even though it had nothing to do with them. You can't tell me why, before all of this even happened, why nobody wanted to collab with Fredo Bang. NLE Choppa did it, but why guys like Lil Durk didn't want to do a song with Fredo Bang? At that time, they didn't want to get on Youngboy's bad side. Even though NBA Youngboy's beef with Fredo Bang had nothing to do with the industry, it was nothing to do with music. They didn't want to collab with Fredo Bang, so they chose NBA Youngboy's side. Now the roles are reversed because of the events of November 6th, the tragedy that happened that day that had nothing to do with music, that had nothing to do with the industry niggas. Now nobody wants to collab with Youngboy to prove a point. Like, oh, you know, that was wrong. That was wrong. At the end of the day, it had nothing to do with them, though.
What is your relationship with Youngboy with Eddie? Because like he clearly cared about it, right? Mm-hmm. So he dropped a record. He's clearly taking aim at you, right? I forgot like the lyrics or whatever, but he was basically like, "Yo, tell people that was your favorite. Yo, you don't pick sides of my beef."
Bro, I'm gonna be right here honest. That's one thing about me. I'm never no hater. I'm gonna keep it real, and that's all I'm gonna keep it. That's one thing about me you gonna take from NLE after every conversation, after every meeting, is that he kept shit blunt. Nobody ever said he wasn't, cause he was. That used to be all I used to bump. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain stuff happened that in the mix of all that, when you blow up and you start to see how everything is and how everything work, that's when stuff get altered. Like, I ain't never say he wasn't. Always, you know what I'm saying, he was. But it's just not how stuff is now.
Would you have a private conversation with him, try to, you know, because you know the funny thing about like most of this shit, you know, obviously between like say Durk and Youngboy, I don't think they gonna have no conversation. You know, because it's that's some street shit.
It's because it's blood behind it.
Blood, right?
But as much as you fuck with Vaughn, and as much as you were standing up for Vaughn, I know you're not trying to like, you weren't trying to put out a message like, man, it's on site with Youngboy. It's not. That's not what you're. So would you have a conversation with him to at least like, bruh, y'all used to be locked in with this dude Vaughn. Like, man, I'm gonna stand up for any disrespect against him.
Respect that any man that even got any man that got kids, they got a girl or whatever, you should be able to respect like somebody gonna stick up for that person like this. This like my brother. This like one of my blood relatives. One of my folks got stepped on or something, God forbid, and somebody really ain't really just have nothing to do with it, even though it came from your camp, it came from your folks. But at the end of the day, like, bro, the influence bro got, like, it's heavy, fool. All these kids and shit seeing this shit, bro. Big like influence. They thinking that shit cool, fool. Like,
I definitely see what Chop talking about, though. I definitely see what Chop talking about. We already live in such a toxic time in hip hop. I feel like a lot of times, like, niggas would really side with a rapper to the point where they believe that they beefing with this nigga. I can't even begin to tell you. I was reading a lot of comments under some of my videos and other reactors videos. It's niggas in the comments thinking that they beefing with NLE Choppa. That's how big of an influence Youngboy got right now. Will Youngboy sit down with Chop? Probably not. Youngboy don't care to. He don't care to squash anything. But moral of the story though, if I could sum it up, the beef, it shouldn't even be between NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk, honestly. The beef is it should honestly be with Lil Tim. If we being honest, it's Lil Tim and OTF. Lil Tim and Lil Durk. That's what the beef should really be. Youngboy got dragged in off of association. He ain't had nothing to do with it at all. Youngboy, he wasn't nowhere near the whole situation. But because, like NLE said, it was somebody in his camp, you know, it happened. Who's the most recognizable figure? NBA Youngboy. They drag him into it. But being honest, the beef should just be Lil Durk and Lil Tim. If we being honest right now.
Kids and shit seeing this shit, bro, like they thinking that shit cool. Like it was at a point in time where like we knew it was smoke between them two camps, but like Smirk wasn't never like just going. You know what I'm saying? Smirk wasn't never saying nothing about them people.
I feel like it's getting out of hand. Do you feel like? And if you don't want to answer, it's fine with this, because I feel like, as to your point, I feel like Youngboy he's making it public, because it was street shit, and it could have been whatever tension, like, you know, behind us. But now it's in music.
I'm gonna tell you something.
It's in music now.
Before you say this though, look, I'm gonna tell you this, and Lil Durk is my witness, cause he my brother too. When after this shit happened with Vaughn and all that shit was happening, bro, I was the one really in bro ear, like, know what I'm saying? I don't want to be this person in your ear to be like, know what I'm saying, let that shit chill, like don't move on it. But bro, I'm gonna be that person to let you know, bro, like this cycle we in as black men is a never ending cycle. Cause at the end of the day, bro, we one person, we got one conscious mind. That's why when I'm thinking something, they might be thinking the same thing. Cause at the end of the day, out of us being black, white, Hispanic, whatever, we are a human being and we are one race. So when you do something, this why I know what's up with life now. This why I don't do nothing out of spite to people.
Damn, I low-key wanted to keep watching, but I definitely see what he's saying though. You know, he probably was telling Durk. Durk probably wanted to crash out. Like I said, both sides, these niggas, they all live what they rap about, man. These ain't no industry club rappers that came up from the suburbs, man. Whether you rock with OTF or you rock with only NBA, you cannot deny that both camps, they got some steppers with them. Will this whole situation, for a second, I low-key thought it was dying down. But, you know, ever since Bring the Hook dropped and, you know, some other things was said, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to happen now. I don't see an end to this situation in sight. I hope for the fact of the careers of Youngboy and Durk that nothing drastic happens. I hope they don't act on impulse and do something that they're going to regret, considering both Durk and Youngboy both got pending cases against them. The feds will love to lock these niggas up the rest of their life. I hope that they just stay focused on music. If y'all want to diss each other back and forth, do it. Keep it in the studio. But especially nowadays, I don't know if that's what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to stay in the studio, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on it. The NLE Choppa interview with DJ Akademiks, link down below in the description for y'all to check this out in its entirety, uninterrupted. Y'all new to the channel, y'all rock with me, want daily reaction videos, hit that subscribe button, follow me to the next video. I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MANIACITV. I'm out.